My father was an avid sailor, so I spent a lot of time on the ocean and really at the whim of weather and water. I like to believe that that experience gave me an inner understanding of what liquid is and how it moves. My name is Ruth Allen. I was born in New Zealand. I grew up in Sydney, and I'm a glassblower. I've been working with glass for 32 years. It probably took 10 years to actually feel like I was in control. It sort of is one of those materials which is hands-on. You can study it, but to actually have your hands experience it, a lot of it's body memory. So now I'm at a stage with the material where I try and let go all of the consciousness and work intuitively. And I actually find that I'm far more successful if I can stop the thinking altogether. A lot of my inspiration for my artwork comes from the material itself. If you think about glass like honey, and if I wanted to gather some honey out of the pot, I would put my honey mandrel in and I would turn it, I would keep it moving, and I would spiral it. And glass works very much in the same way. It's a liquid. Part of the pleasure of making is to feel that relationship is harmonious with material, so I don't fight it. I believe if the glass is pushed into a shape, a form that it doesn't want to be in, or the process is stressful for the material, then you can see it and it's not beautiful. So what I'm making at the moment is pendant lights, chandeliers, bowls and vases, carafes and drinking glasses, a broad jewellery range, and I also make sculptural pieces, so they're not functional, they're more ornamental. The hot formed glass leaves that we were making are a Venetian trick, but I love the process. It's fast, it's methodical, and I do it the same almost every time, but right at the end of the making process, the leaf goes into the glory hole and then I just give it a flick and it moves organically and twists and turns, and I let it be how it wants to be, and then just give it a few final touches so that we arrive at the final form. So alongside my own repertoire, I've opened the studio to other glass makers so they can come in here and hire the space and use the equipment. And I also open up the space to other designers to come in and talk to me about their ideas, and then we work on creating the best thing that we can possibly do together. I find there's this huge gap between perception of material and how to work it and then end product. So I do get a lot of designers coming to me with CAD drawings which are to 2 decimal places. Then I need to start the conversation about how glass works, the fact that it's a liquid, that it doesn't like to be that accurate. But if you can identify with the material, you're going to have a piece at the end of the day, like an object that sings. What I love about working with glass is it's demanding, it's hot, you get addicted to the heat, you get addicted to that spontaneity, you get addicted to the speed. It's all of those things, and also teamwork. It's a team sport, it's a team profession. And it's very hard to find the right people. So what I've become more and more aware of is that my industry is declining. Having it taken out of tertiary institutions means that there's no next generation that are being taught. I think that great things can come from adversity. So my initiative is to open up my space to a much broader community and devise classes where I can instruct people who are really interested in learning the art and craft of glass. Well, my favourite part about the whole operation is blowing the glass. That's what's exciting. Often that's difficult though. If you're starting lots of new ideas, you have to prototype and you have to really think about the best way to make something, and that can be challenging. But just gathering the material out of the furnace is a thrill. I actually sort of prefer to repeat a form over and over again, because then you can start not to think about how you're making it, and then you can just be present with the material. I also like opening the kiln the next morning after you've made all your things, so you can touch them and you can see the achievements, and then you can be disappointed by the ones that didn't work, and you've made product, and that's a satisfying emotion, making things. And I think that fundamentally that's who I am. I'm a maker.